Well, hello, I want to welcome you to the DAW. We are Gente Organizada, and what this project is Voces de Cambio, which is a gathering of the voices of the people in Pomona. So we will start off by introducing ourselves. My name is Josue Garcia.
I'm Juliana Pina.
I'm Emily Andro.
And I'm Claudia Bedoya, a community organizer here in Pomona and board member of Latino and Latina Roundtable Pomona and San Gabriel Valley.
The first question that we've had here for you is, how did you first involve yourself with the community of Pomona?
I first started getting involved in the schools when my oldest son started preschool. His first day was September 11, 2001. I was so afraid to just leave him at school that I decided to stay in the class and help the teacher. And I noticed the teacher didn't speak Spanish and other parents didn't speak English. So I was a translator for that teacher. And that's how I started getting involved.
So we know you're a part of an organization. Would you like to tell us about what you're involved in?
I'm board member, like I said, of Latino and Latina Roundtable, Pomona and San Gabriel Valley. And we focus on education, legislation, human rights, social justice. And our involvement that's in the organization. And as a community organizer, we work very closely with the moms from the different schools. Throughout the years, we developed a good relationship, the moms and I, because our kids, we see each other, and basically our kids grew up together, and we help one another. Yes, they do call me, a leader or an organizer, but I see myself more like just a mujer, a mom that if I can help other moms, I just do it. A lot of times what we know is that families don't know about the resources that we have, and I'm just like the bridge that connects the families with the resources.
So the next question I'll be asking is, how would you describe the image, the representation of Pomona you hear the most?
Since I was very young, I went to the schools here in Pomona, and outside, I've heard it all from, ghetto, a lot of negative things, but a lot of times it's people that don't know who we are, because there's so many beautiful things here to do. Just the love that you feel with the families. When you go to school, I'm a gay high Viking graduate, and I'm a Viking for life, and I always say it. And I always said that I was gonna come back to the community and do something, because I was one of those students back in the day that was not prepared in school. And one of my goals is for students not to go through the same things that I went through when I was a kid here in Pomona. I decided not to run away from my community, but instead help in any way I can. I didn't know how, because this is not, you don't learn how to be an organizer. You don't learn how to, it's just one thing takes you to another, and I don't know, but always being yourself, have the integrity, knowing who you are and be true to yourself is very key, because it's not easy.
Can you tell us about some of your greatest accomplishments in the community?
Greatest accomplishments, sometimes the smallest things can feel very, very big. One of my greatest accomplishments, I'll say, is the good relations that I have with many, many parents that we have developed throughout the years. I can say that's my biggest accomplishment. We've done many, many things. We have helped and lead many things. But truly what matters is the relations that you have here with people. because that's the only way you actually can make a difference here.
What do you hope to accomplish in the future?
In the future, I truly want, there's different areas. I want our city to be a city where families stay here and live here, that can afford to live here, that our youth, when they go off to college, they come back here and work here in our city, to really improve the way things are. And like I said before, even though we do have a lot of great things happening here, a lot of young people are involved. There's a lot of good people that are trying to make a difference here. That's one of the things that I want. I want everyone to feel the love and the pride of being from Pomona. Even if you grew up here or you were born here, feeling that pride to live here. When it comes to parents and families, I want our parents to feel as partners from the schools. I want our parents to be seen as a partner, to listen. A lot of times they hear us, but they're not really listening to what we're trying to say. And we feel lost sometimes because we don't know where to go. My goal is to fight and do advocacy for parents to be seen as partners, and to really we can be heard, we can be listened. That's my goal. And I know they say, well, why are you still here? Why don't you just, there's so many other beautiful places you can live. Why stay here? That's when it comes, the pride and the love for your city. I'm told many times, you don't want to leave your rancho bicicletero. Yeah, well, this is every time I walk through the streets and I see where I used to walk. We have been able to do so much from when we started. That this is not about a list of the things that we have done. It's at the end of the day, I know I did everything I could, and in a good faith. Never taking advantage of anything. Always doing what's right for our families.
So you said that you help the parents a lot, and is there any specific topic that you guys fought for the most?
We fight. It depends. Like a few years back, I remember when our undocumented mothers were not allowed to go to field trips. So we asked the superintendent. So we are good enough to work in their schools, but we're not good enough to go with our children to their field trips. That's one of the things that we stand up and we say, this is not right, And being part of an organization like Latino Roundtable and my mentor, that is Jose Calderon, I have learned how to do advocacy in a way where we're accomplishing things. This is not about who screams the loudest or who does things, in the wrong way, trying to accomplish a good thing, We have learned a lot, and it has been a process of how we help and are more effective when it comes to the moms coming to us. It's not only about education, it's about healthcare, it's about, family life. When it comes to parenting, it's not easy to be a parent. Sometimes our parents, we just sit down and talk, and that is like a therapy, and it is true. Because it's very hard to have children, teenagers, and it's so hard that in a way we are learning together. okay, I did this, maybe it can help you out, maybe you could do this, because unfortunately, we don't have the resources to say, oh, you know what, I'm gonna go get like a life coach or someone that will teach me how to be a better parent to my children. It's not, because it doesn't work that way. So that's one of the ways. We do food distribution. We do, even if it's just giving a mom a ride that doesn't have a car, those little things are what makes us come together and feel like we're family,
With that being said, what inspires you to make change in our community?
When I came here when I was 10 years old, and I just remember how it felt, not knowing the language. That was in elementary school. In middle school, I didn't really feel it that much, but when it came to high school, and I was one of those students that didn't know the language, and was never prepared. I was never prepared coming to school, and not because I didn't want to, but like I didn't know. I didn't know how to be a better student when it came to high school. So now, when I see our students, and I see those students, and I see myself in those students, that helps me and motivates me and inspires me to keep on, making things better for them. You can do it, no matter who you are. You don't have to be the straight A student. You don't have to, it's not about who has the most expensive things. Life is not about that. Life is about what difference can you make? How can you help? We truly need to see ourselves as servants, public servants. And I say that because we all need from someone. Maybe there's a student that just needs someone to talk to. Or we have a single mom, who might feel lost because her husband was deported and she doesn't know what to do. And that inspires me to keep on doing what I do and helping our moms and anyone. Because what I do a lot is try them to find a way out. It's like, yes, you don't have to feel trapped. You don't have to feel that you're alone. We're here, It's not that we have a magic wand and that we can solve all problems. No, we can't. But at least if you feel that you're not alone, it can be much better. So that's what inspires me every single time. Every single day, I am a mother of 5 children. And I have a husband. And what we say a lot is that, I say that I have 2 lives. I have my life in my home with my family, and I have my life out in the community.
What do you hope for the future of Pomona as a community?
As a community, I think we need to work, all of us need to work together. If we truly want to accomplish great things here in Pomona, we all need to work together. It's not that we have to agree in everything, but we need to come into a common ground of this is what we want. We want Pomona to be a better place. We want Pomona to be known not by the negative things that happen here, but all the great things that happen here. And what I hope and want is that for every single family, no matter the color of your skin, no matter the language you speak, to really understand one another. Because all of us that live here go through a lot of the same things. Because there's a lot of things that it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much it doesn't matter how that. As a human being, we all go through things. But here in the city, in loving your city and loving the place and focusing on something here, you'll find something great. So that's what I want. I want all of us to truly work together to accomplish better things for our families.
We would like to thank you for coming here today. Is there any last words that you would like to say to like the community in general, like the youth?
Thank you so much for having me. And for the youth, my words are, just keep on fighting, keep on moving forward. That it might not be easy, but you'll get there. But always work for your community. Don't go out there just trying to find financial accomplishments. Truly look inside yourselves and work for other people. Service your community so we can continue. You can continue the work that one day we're gonna stop doing. We want new leaders, more leaders to help more kids out there. So thank you.